melts me because the low last night was 80. So I've done some stuff. Turn around. Now, I put up some yard art, but that's besides the point. I picked some cookery to play last week. I'm sure you saw that. These are some of the paddles that I got. This one has this really beautiful bright pink flower. And then these guys, can we get a better lighting? No, not without making them all go out anywhere. But we're going to eventually put them right there. And I think I want to put the bright pink flower right here next to this cute little bunny. And then I have sprinkled some black beans and some dark red kidney beans, because who doesn't like those, in the front. I've sprinkled them everywhere. Like, they put nitrogen into your soil. They are, and where's my water? My water's right here. So I got that much time. This is what you call lazy watering. You put the water into the pool, and when you find somewhere that it leaks, you fix it. Because I'm not going to name any names, but all three of them love lizards. When I say I love them, I mean they love hunting them. So here we go right here. And I think I have completely missed every time showing you guys the lilacs. So here's my lilacs. They don't look very happy right now because they are, they leaf cutter ants maybe that live. Why can't I zoom out? There you go. I zoom in because I can see them. Can you see them? Right there. In that shadow. You see all of them? That's where one of their holes is. So, my poor lilacs. But they like it there. They're happy. What leaves they have are very happy. Let's put it that way. So, I don't know how to kill those ants without harming my lilacs. Because I can't use diatomaceous earth. I mean, I can. But I water there all the time. So, it's not going to be dry. So, it's not going to work. Neem oil. What does that do for, ground ants like that? But would that work? Question. Answer that one in the comments. And the only other thing I know how to do, or what to do, what are you doing? Is to pour gasoline down it and set it on fire. I mean, that's an idea. Bree. Hi, Bree. We've been playing fetch this morning. She has been actually fetching, and this is where she hid her ball this morning. This way, the mouse doesn't get it from her. And then I planted 8 cotton. I've got one. This is my one cotton. But it looks great. Looks fantastic. Oh, I wanted to tell you this. Go back here. So, this is lemongrass. This is fantastic. Lemongrass tea is one of my favorites. You can put it in Asian cooking. Cats like to eat it. It's good for them. Dogs like to eat it. Also, this is one of my favorite things. Helps repel mosquitoes and flies. So, yay. Okay. Here's my little, I don't think they're too little though. Purple hearts are doing great. Mother of millions. This is what you've been seeing, is just going crazy. Got purslane. And I find, like I said, I was doing some yard art stuff. So let's go in the yard. When I say yard art, I mean all over. Do I need to go in the chicken coop? No. Okay. So I don't need my shoes. We'll come back and talk about this on the way out. But this is nice. The sage. That's so pretty. Try and get the flowers, but it's so hard to see out here in brightness. Even though I'm in the shade. After this season, I'm going to step back further. Did I just zoom out? There we go. We're going to shape this better. I can see a shape underneath. She's too tall, but don't get me wrong. I love the tall because she gets the shade because the sun east to west, south. So I like her tall, but I need to cut her so she fills out and is more gooder. So good morning for the chickens. Here we have Fat Agnes, My Agnes, and then there's Fat Black Chicken, Broke Black Chicken, Trash Chicken. Morning, girls. Here we have my mints. And I know it looks sad, but that's because I harvested some the other day. It's okay. This looks like a millet. It's not corn. The leaves aren't fat enough for corn, but it could be a millet. Millet, corn, palm trees, they're all a kind of grass. Hey, you remember that commercial? Chia. This is what one plant is if you let it grow. The chickens love the chia seeds, so yay. It's fine. Right here we have another volunteer tomato with my acacia. It's doing so good. And then happy little volunteer marigold. I'm happy about that. I love marigolds. I planted some licorice root and some valerian here, and maybe it just wasn't the right time because I don't know if that's it. So we're just gonna protect it from the birds for right now. But I know that is not it. That is milkweed. And I'll show you some. We got it all over. Hi, Dusty. Hi, Dusty. Here's another one of my acacias. In the chickens need a shade, so because this mesquite does provide a lot of shade for them, but can you see all the mistletoe? Maybe that's too tight. That's all mistletoe. That's how the tree should look. So they need shade. Zoom out. There you go. They need shade before I can cut that down. And I have that avocado all the way on the far side of the fence, so there's another shade to replace that one too. Here's this beautiful catnip, going crazy with this acacia. Here we have some milkweed. And we got little, I think those are the little fuzzy caterpillars that crawl everywhere. Because they absolutely, I don't see them anywhere else but on the milkweed, and that is their preferred plant. So it's not, I know they're not aphids. Aphids would be everywhere. Not aphids. Do we have any cucumbers? Here's a baby cucumber. What? Okay, that's a leaf. Because sometimes I find monsters because they hide. That one needs to go to the chickens. It was on a dead vine. Here go, chickens. Here I planted a little baby, what is this? Papaya. This is a baby papaya. This needs to go up. Cucumbers, man, they be cucin'. They be cucin'. Come around this mesquite tree. This is Mouse's pool. This is a volunteer tomato. Look, I got little baby fruits on it. Apparently I need something right here. We'll get something after I finish this video. And then, let's see what we got going on over here. These are some more baby papayas. And these are the same baby papayas, but look how much bigger those are. Zinnias, mallow, marigolds. These are the French marigolds. They're excellent companions for everywhere. They also repel mosquitoes and flies. I just got some random potato right here. That's a potato. I did plant a potato there last year, and I figured the ground ate it because, look at the soil. But potatoes are a pioneer crop. Maybe I just didn't water enough there. I'm still waiting on my Roman chamomile. You're going to say, what is chamomile? Yeah, that's just because when you read it, you say it wrong in your head, like recipita. Most people know it as chamomile. So, and if we come out here, see, I've sprinkled some elephants. And my lilies. Here's my lilies. Here's one lily. And then if we move this guy, here's another lily. Marigolds are liking it up in there. So we'll do a lap and then we'll come on the outside. And you probably heard my washing machine a minute ago. That's because I'm not washing anything, but I am running the washing machine so I can water the out there. Here's this little avocado right there. Yeah, I know I'm saying it wrong, but it's fun. This one is a sweet potato. All this purslane, just all this purslane. I forget what this is. I forget. Maybe it's good. I don't know. But it's pretty right now, so we'll leave it. I got some sweet basil here, and I can tell it's sweet basil because I have, what do I have? 4 different kinds of basil right now. And this one, see, it's green, so I know it's not. Think about it, Rachel. Cinnamon basil. I'll show you that difference in a minute. I just love these pink zinnias. They're just so pretty. These are a volunteer. These are a native flower. I did sprinkle native seed around, so I'm surprised there's not more of them. Am I going the right way? We'll hit this and we'll go back. Here's that volunteer tomato from the other side of the fence. Here we have, it's either fennel or dill. I have to check my garden notebook because I can't remember. And I have not looked in the garden for goodnesses. I did check the other side of the fence on the south side while I was watering a pumpkin. And this one is either the opposite of that. So if that's dill. Did it again. If that's fennel, this is dill. Now over here, as I'm collecting these baby cucumbers, because that's what they are. See how this is purple? That's the cinnamon basil. And it has these beautiful purple flowers. And, oh, look, I got something growing red. Don't focus on the chicken wire. There we go. One little tiny baby. I scattered stuff in here, so I wonder what was up in here eating it. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Something's been eating my carrot. Okay, so apparently I need some kind of pest. That looks like I'm going to Google image that, but we're going to give these greens to the chickens. You can also add these greens to your salad. You can eat the tops of these. If I turn around on my little path, here's the rest of my lemongrass. We're just going to carrot hang out right here for a minute. It's going to hold it for me. Here's the rest of my lemongrass. I harvested lemongrass, yesterday. And then I also got, oh no, I missed my, can you even see it? There we go. I missed my, oh. Do I have some in here? I do. Okay, that's fine. Hold your hand tight. Do I have something in here? No. See, this is a mess. Mama Michelle gave me this, and I need to fix all of this so I can utilize that. And here's this poor baby sunflower. What's it doing? Nothing. It's not ready yet. But if we look up here, and if I can zoom in, see the birds are starting to eat that one, which tells me is ready. And that's fine. It's fine the birds are eating them. Because I zoom out, plant. Oh, bump. Gotta be careful not to step on the bumblebees. But I plant the sunflowers, if I haven't mentioned in a previous video, as a sacrificial crop. So we're going to take these green onions, seeds, and we're going to sprinkle them. This is my chaos gardening. This is how I do it. Just sprinkle it right there. Because they will help keep pests away. And obviously, we need that. Okay, so we're going to come this way, that way. Okay, we're going to come back this way. This pumpkin, is all the way over here. Oh, look, here's a baby pumpkin. This is potatoes, and there's more pumpkin. I love the chaos. I do. I love the chaos. And if we look up in here, look at that. Look at that beautiful pumpkin. And if we peek through there, so that's three pumpkins just on this one that we can find. It's very important that we say that we can find. Because what's on the other side of those? That chaos. Chaos. That I absolutely love. My tomatillo. Hold on, let's step back. So, my pepper plants. This one, I have to Google image search, but I need to wait for it to do something. Because a lot of the leaves look the same, and you can really only identify with the flower. My bachelor buttons, they're done for the season, but I'm waiting for like these little guys to finish so that I can collect more seeds. Same with the cosmos. Cosmos are, there's really not any more new blooms coming out on the cosmos. Julio, how long does it take zucchini? I don't have zucchini in this garden. I like it, but nobody else does, so it produces way too much for me. I guess I could feed it to the chickens, though. They like frozen treats in the summertime. It depends on the variety, because there's different varieties that have a shorter gestation, is the wrong word, growth cycle. So good. Glad to meet you, Julio. But my tomatillos. This is my first year. This is my second year growing. The first year I did not have good luck. So I'm super excited because there's blessings to you as well, Julio. And I'm glad I'm in the shade right now and I can see the phone. Here we have this, I forget the variety of this watermelon, but we've got one melon there. Is that the same baby? That's the same baby pumpkin. Okay. But we got one watermelon there. One watermelon there. So that's 2 watermelons. And that's not bad because I did only plant 1 seed there. So that's awesome. That's great production. My borage, these taste like, you can eat these. These taste like honeysuckle. I love it. They're also a fairy flower. So when I get some seeds, because these are, if you notice in the garden, they're everywhere. And I love it. I love it. They're beautiful. But when I show you the fairy garden, see, here's more of these zinnias. And here's some leaf lettuce. Leaf lettuce is not the time to grow lettuce in Arizona. It's too hot. So all of this, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them coming up and into boltings with so I'll come out here, you see the little black things? Those are the little seeds. So we'll come out here and collect seeds for the 3rd or 4th time, which is fine because I like lettuce. The chickens like lettuce. I have lots of friends who like lettuce. This is one of my... Hi. And I think my phone case is giving me a problem. So hold on a second. Take it out. And play dangerously because Brother Jeffrey says that I'm a destructo. Where is my pocket? That's the wonderful thing about live. And all of the videos I upload, hold the phone correctly so we can do things. There we go. Now it's much more gooder. I'm excited about, this should be lamb's ear coming up, getting ready to bloom. Here in the back, see my purple flowers here? These are the delphiniums, and these are just so beautiful. I'm so glad I planted them. But this tomato, that's all kinds of crazy, and I need to tie back up to that trellis that I have leaning, we got fruit. Those look like balls. While I'm down here, here's some nasturtiums. These are a little spicy. You can eat every part of this plant. The petals, the leaves. I think the roots. But these are some beautiful, beautiful colors that attract great pollinators. Yeah, oh, look at that. Where am I? Here I am. Look at that. These are heirlooms, and they should be a bigger... Yeah, look, they're just... I said zoom out. They're just laying down, so we're definitely going to have to come tie this up. There's some more. Yay. Yay. Because they're crushing my alyssum. These are supposed to be purple, but they're not getting enough light because the tomatoes are on them. And see, look, here's more. Here's more borage. And then this one, that belongs over on that side. And then this one I did type up. And this is another heirloom, like the bigger ones. I have cucumbers in my pocket. Starting to pull my pants down. I've got these cherry tomatoes, and with cherry tomatoes on this side of the trellis, and grape tomatoes on that side of the trellis. So they're, you know, the tiny little salad tomatoes. And these bushes, plants, have been so prolific. I'm not complaining that I got tomatoes coming out my ears, but I got tomatoes everywhere. I love it. This watermelon, well, hold on. Because I don't know if it's the sugar baby, because that's the sugar baby's in the middle, right there. And then this one right here with volunteer tomatoes coming out. I didn't plant tomatoes here. I don't know what kind of tomato plant this is either, but that's fine. That's fine. This is one of the big melons here. So when all of this, what leaf is what? Because that's my Tohono Ono melon, which is kind of like a honeydew. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, sure. Which one's which? If we come over here, step backwards. I had to divide some pepper plants. The baby bell peppers. So here's one here. And I've got just everywhere. And then this is another leaf lettuce. This, I don't want to grow here. So technically, there's really nothing as a weed. Oh, this is bok choy. I'll have to come out here and harvest more bok choy seeds. I can't flip this bok choy bed like I wanted to, because look, let's bob and weave and shuck and jive in here. Look at that melon. It's a whole tomato cage. And I do put the tomato cages right here upside down, because when these were still babies, I was trying to keep the dogs out. So, and then I put all my pollinators, like an extra pollinator garden. So I got my black-eyed Susans going crazy. This looks like I don't want it here. That looks like something I don't want there. But yeah, these watermelons, I keep taking the pumpkins and just give them a gentle kick to guide her that way. And that's how she ended up over there in the potatoes. I still got tepiary beans coming, and I'll come back later because I have water running, if we remember, in the pool, which is just fine because it has to go all that rest of the way. So we had how many melons? 2, 3, and then there's this other one right here. Right there is 4. Oops, sorry. And then we have 5. Here's another 6. And oh, look, here's a baby. Look at this little baby. 7. Oh, probably because it's touching the ground. That's okay. Melons have very thick rind. And any watermelon that is not good for me, the chickens are absolutely going to love it. How many melons did I say? 7? 8, 9. Here's these 2. 8, 9. Oh no, what happened here? I bet you the dog stepped on it. Oh. Oh, it smells amazing. That would have been a great melon. But this little baby melon here, we'll take that to the chickens right now, without getting smacked in the head. by sunflowers. Because that is in the path. Chickens! So here's the potatoes. And this tower, this green tower of beauty, that's a loofah. And in the middle here, at the bottom, because I started the loofahs on the side, and I put all the borage that you see all over the garden in the middle. And I realized that's probably not a good idea. And am I growing leaves this year or loofahs? I'm going to have to come in, because I really haven't seen any leaves on her. I'm sorry, leaves. Flowers. Flowers on her. Because I don't see any loofahs, but she's just going. She's in the water closet. Let me step back so we can appreciate these mammoths. Sunflowers. They're just so pretty. So they're huge. I love it. I love it. Now all of my potatoes right here. And here we have, I planted other parsnips and carrots. Can we tell anything? No, we can't. Oh, right here. Here we go. Let's see if we're ready. Let's take this one. Oh, look at that carrot. Oh, it broke a leg. Oh, that's a nice carrot. Give that part to the chickens. That's a nice carrot. Oh, if I put it right here, hold that for me. I'll come back when we're done. These guys, I love these. When I saw them the first time out on the quad trail, because these are a volunteer, these are a native species, and if I remember correctly, they are Mexican petunias. What are you? And where did you come from so quickly? I was just out here. That's a little pokey. I don't know if I want that in the garden. Because like I said, this is a native volunteer. I did not plant that. But she's beautiful. I love her. She's going to bring in the pollinators. Let her go. Right? Right. Look over here on the other side of my carrots. I got a couple more green onions I harvested. I got some more calendula right here. And this is my German chamomile. I've already harvested some, and it's getting ready to harvest again. You want to keep picking your flowers. The more flowers you pick, the more flowers it makes, the more flowers you have for tea or whatever. Seeds. This is also some leaf lettuce. They're like, Mom, you're right there. Mom, you're right there. You always give me lettuce. And then we come over here and we pick some lettuce. And then we just throw it at the chickens and they're happy. Here on the other side of this pokey thing, that I don't know what it is. I have to check that out. There's some more, I think that was the Empress, but that is more nasturtiums. And getting totally beaten upon. I have this, we're just going to pick one. The chickens like it too. This is good. This is not so bitter. So you can grow this one in the summer. This one is rhubarb chard. It is not rhubarb. It is a chard, like Swiss chard. It is a little bitter. In the back, yeah. Probably because of the heat. It's called rhubarb chard because of this red vein. And I think it's just beautiful, which is why they all taste the same to me. They're a little bitter right now because of the heat. But chickens don't care. So yeah, that's definitely a winter crop. Look at all this. This is all borage. I planted like four plants here. They have gone crazy. They love it. I love it. I keep harvesting the flowers. I get more flowers. It's beautiful. I don't complain. Here, this is some kind of pepper. This is some kind of pepper. I think this is my sweet pepper line. So I think this is like a orange pepper. I think this is like a red pepper area. So this is peppers, red peppers, I think. I'd have to get my garden journal to tell you specifically, but these are my sweet. Yeah, you can't see my hand. All in this line right here. Any pepper is going to be a sweet pepper. Mini sweet, bell pepper. They look like a chili kind of big, but it was sweet and it was so good. This is all sweet basil. And I put it like a sweet pepper whatever, a basil, a different kind of pepper. So this is not the same as those two. Those two are the same, but different colors. I believe we've got 3 fruits right here, 3 peppers on this one, and I think this is a sweet banana pepper. Or a peppercini, maybe. This is a wild mushroom we don't want to grow. Right there. I chop and drop, as you can see. I don't chop, I pull if I can. And then I just let it be there because that's natural mulch. It's, you know, it took nutrients from the soil and it's going to give back to the soil. Here's the red zinnias. These are nice, but I think I like the pink ones better. It's just my personal preference. Not personal. Okay. You ready to go wade back in here into the jungle? And look, here's a watermelon. Here's a watermelon. From all the way across the garden. This is a mallow. We don't want mallow in the garden. We don't care to grow it everywhere else. The chickens love mallow. And I don't know if I've said in a previous video, you can take those seeds and make marshmallows. This is chia. We'll let that grow right there because the chickens will obliterate it. And we're checking for cucumbers right now because these are like little tiny munchers. So like, yeah, look at that. Put it in my pocket. And do we have any more over here right now? They hide. Cucumbers are great hiders. If they could, they'd win a gold medal at hide and seek. We're going to step around this bean, but we're going to look at this bean. This is, I believe, a Kentucky Wonder Bean. And it is a pole bean, so it needs more space. But look at these beautiful flowers. Come here with the sun and the shade and focusing. There we go. Not on the corn. So now I know I'll need a bigger trellis because this is my first year growing them. Look at what these dogs come in here and look for lizards and then they break my stuff. Do we have any cucumbers over here? Cucumbers! Oh, look at you. Right there. Oh, 2 of them. Pocket. Here, take a look at this. There is a purple hyacinth vine that I didn't plant there. In fact, I planted these last year and I absolutely love it. I didn't plant any this year. Oh, I'm sorry, rotate it back. Didn't plant any this year because I didn't know where to put them. Okay, thank you. You can go there. Do we have any more cucumbers? No? Okay. And then here's more borage. Now, for those of you who saw my corn video, let me step back so we can get a line of corn. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corns. I planted those 2 corns at the same time because they're Jeff's hybrids. They're not, if it doesn't matter, they're hybrids. My blue glass gem, my blue corn, my glass gem, and I can't remember. I waited 2 weeks, I planted. I waited 2 weeks, I planted. I waited 2 weeks, I planted. That should have given me enough time to get out of the pollination window so that they don't cross-pollinate. However, my blue corn pollinated his peaches and cream. So now I know this is a faster pollinator. The first one, which was the Sunny Days corn, it's ready. Like it's done. Like it's overdone. I can't eat it. I can't save the seeds. I can feed it to the chickens. That's all I can do with it now. That's fine. Somebody commented on that video. I had him too close, but I know. But I also did wait the 2-week window. But I think I flipped the corn. Like I should have planted. Like this one was faster pollinating. This one hasn't even. Now, granted, they're all the different sizes, but this one hasn't come up yet. Is it because it was all the shade? Because this is, east to west, and this is tall. So if that's the case, we're going to plant that last and have, this is a learning experience. This is my first time in this garden with some of these crops. Sunflowers, no. Basil, no. This corn, yeah. I've planted the Sunny Days before, but all the rest of this corn is my first time planting this year. Watermelons, I should know better. I planted watermelons last year and the year before. I had good melons. So, okay, let's go back here now. I wonder if it would be better, this kind of video, with a GoPro. So here we have our third type of basil, and it's not as purple as it usually is. See right here? This is my royal purple basil. That's because oh look, can I get it from this side? Cucamelons. Here's another cucamelon. But this, words, milkweed. And this cucamelon is giving all this shade right here. Here's another. Here's a, stop. This is a mini sweet pepper plant that I had to divide and toss around the garden and see what stuck. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna grow these next year. Oh look, catnip. What do I got down here? A bunch of flowers. You see something, let me know. It's hard to see green on green sometimes. Take a moment of appreciation for this beautiful sunflower. So this is 3 kinds of sunflowers I got. This is the yellow cluster. See how it's not just the one big head? The one big head is the mammoth, obviously, for several reasons. It's tall and the seed head is huge. This is just a sunflower cluster. I forget the technical name, because the red one, oops, corn's on the way, over there, that's called the sunset cluster, because it's like the red and the oranges. I forget if it's just the sunflower cluster, yellow cluster. I forget that part. But this is like the 3rd year I've grown all of these sunflowers. Do I have cucamelons here? And I think we'll go on the other side. No, I got the other side of the fence before I started watering. Well, while I was watering. Anyway, this is going to be all these clusters right here. As long as they didn't cross-pollinate and it only pollinated with itself, you can use it. I need my main hand. Let's see what we can see for you to see before I that's not a green screen, that's a leaf. Look at that cucumber in the fence. Oh goodness, okay. That's what I mean, why they like to hide. Okay. Let's see if I can find the butt. Okay, it's off the vine now. And if we give it a jiggle, come on, jiggle. I gotta move myself to get a better position. Come on, jiggles. I can feel it. It's moving, not a lot. Because it's in the 2 fences. And I got a better handle on it, I think, from the other side of the fence. Oh, come on. Okay, we gotta get serious. Okay, we got it. There we go. No, we don't. We got half of it. Come on, all the way through. I can't leave you in the fence. And that's chicken. I mean, I could nom on it, but the chickens just love cucumbers. We're just gonna turn around, give these to the chickens quick. I'm throwing left-handed. I should get closer to the chicken run. Chickens! Oh, Fat Agnes. Of course, she's the first one there. Okay, let's go back here to this cucumber bush. So we had how many melons? Did we count 9 before? 9. Because I saw another cucumber while I was up in this mess. I saw, oh yeah, right here. And we'll let this one, he's just a little baby. Oh, but down here, oh, those are your little baby. Oh, look at that one, right there. Right there. Okay, let's take another step. Put this pickle in my pocket. I know it's not a pickle, it's a cucumber, but it could have been. Where did it go? Right there. Is it in the fence? It's on the outside of the fence with the apple. Okay. Okay, we'll get that in a second. I don't see any more. This is the corn that I just harvested the other day on that short. So it's just too freaking hot to flip right now. So we'll just let that roll. No, look right here. Look right here. There's a melon. Oh, and look, he's got a friend of pumpkin. So I don't know, but there's another melon. And do we have any cucumbers right here? Oh, right there. You gotta get, oh, look what happens. Oh my goodness. Will it come out this way? No. I don't think that. There, aha! How did you get turned that way? And we'll go ahead and get this one. So there's, it was in the fence. This panel fence. So I'm surprised it came out that easy. And, come on, there goes another one. This cucumber and the one we were just touching, those two, the ones that were in the fence, those are my favorites. And I'm glad that I write down what I write, what I plant, what I write. See, like this is a flower. What kind of flower? I forget. That's why I wrote it down in the journal. Let's see. What do we got going on in here? You know, all I can think of right now is Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle. But I don't want to get copyright infringement, so that's all we're going to say about that. Oh, look in here. There's another melon. Oh, I need to look at that. Is that a pumpkin or a melon? I need to touch it in there. See if it could be ready. I know the watermelons aren't ready, but maybe this is the Tohono O'odham native little, like I said, I think it's like a honeydew if I remember correctly. And it's just outrageous. I love it. The chaos. These are all of my baby sweet pepper plants, and I have to keep nudging the watermelons out of it. So we found 2 melons in there. Oh, look, I can see another 2 melons. I need to look in here, like get up in here without the camera. When I say camera, I mean phone. to see if some of these are ready. Because some of those are just giant. Here we have some snapdragons. I love snapdragons. Melons. And these peppers, these are the hot peppers. Maybe it's a Thai chili pepper. I know I planted them. Maybe those are the Thai chili peppers. You know snapdragons? I love you. I can talk if you squeeze my face. And this is a butter lettuce. You know those live lettuces you can get at the store, the organic ones? Yeah, after I ate so much of it, I planted it. So, and this is your reminder. If you see something you don't want growing there, chop and drop it while you have the opportunity for just a second. Just a second. So if we come back over this way. Oh, look, there's another melon. And we're not going to count those two because we just did. That's when we found that broken one and took a detour. Here's another melon right there. I'm trying to be careful not to, or how I step on what. There's another melon. There's another melon. Ooh, I'm going to have to rewatch this. And like, oh, there's a melon. Take it like a tally, unless somebody else does that for me right now. Let's see. And we went this way, we went that way. And now we can go out of the fence. Maybe make a pit stop and get some of these pickles out of my pockets. Oh, look, a mouse. I just think these are so pretty. Oh, mouse. Let's take a moment. Look, people. Oh, look how vicious she is. Oh, look how vicious she is. Everybody loves mouse. Okay. Look at those asparagus. Look at these asparagus. It's got the seeds on it. I've been collecting the seeds for it. But I don't like get mad at the birds. I share. Here we have some more cinnamon basil. A century plant. There is my lentils. Just had to keep the dogs out of it. So I've never grown lentils before. And this is what I got from the store, you kind of lentils. See, like these little seed pods right here. These little, right here, these little doodles. That's what you want to make the marshmallows with. And apparently I need to get out here on my radish seeds before the birds, because, see, like, we're going to be fighting with that one. Here's where I set up my little fairy garden. What do you guys think? And I am watering it. Not that I want to grow fairies, but I want, like, the natural plants, or I can, the Mother of Millions will definitely take over. They're a little invasive, and when I say a little, I mean a lot. So, if I have to move some purslane over, that would be great. But if I water it, it grows. So I don't feel a need for that. Here's my little ladyfinger cactuses. So we had like some 40-mile-an-hour winds the other day. So I tried to put this behind Minnie Mouse so she didn't fall over. Like that. And here we go. Let's start the melon count again, because here's a melon. Did I see any tomatoes over here? Just look at all these tomatoes. So many tomatoes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now. And then we got... Oh, I'm going to have to dial back my water. I think that one's... But there's another one right there. So after this video, I'm going to go dial back my water, because I got it 3 times a day for an hour. Let's dial it back, because, and I upped it every time because of that white pumpkin that we counted earlier. It kept getting sad. But apparently if my melons are splitting, oh, that's too much water. And I don't want my melons to split. pumpkin goes. It's just, oh. I put these little things down because I didn't realize that this was going to be such chaos. Turns it this way. Such chaos right here. And I did put some native seeds down, like some cosmos or some larkspur or something. Again, please refer to the journal for accurate variety identification. Here's a pumpkin. Or is that the same pumpkin? Nope, that's a different pumpkin. Oh, this is beautiful. So we got that pumpkin. Definitely did not plant as many pumpkins this year as I did last year. And here's a pumpkin. Where did we see? I was by the apples. Here's the apple. And this is a Cosmo. I planted it from seed. Oh, let's get in camera. There we go. Okay, so there it is. I wonder what happened. I wonder if it disconnected. Look at this monster. This is the one we saw on the other side of the fence. And then I harvested my wheat. Here's where I harvested my wheat. Here's a corn. Oh, that one looked like it's done. Don't know what's in there because that's a surprise corn right there. Here's the other side of the cucamelons. Catnip everywhere. I love it because I am a cat girl. Cucamelon, please go up. Can you cook in that way? Cook your melons that way. I'm glad that's a domestic. So this is a domestic prickly pear. And so, because I just touched it all over. That means all these little dots all over it. See, like that would have turned into a spine if this was not a domestic. That would be so bad. No. So I'm glad I have a domestic right there. Oh, is that a leaf or a cucamelon? That's a leaf. And okay, so let's go on the other side behind me now to the sugar garden. Here's a swallow. Swallows are they only grow in the Sonoran Desert. Well, it almost said Sahara. That's the wrong continent. So we come around here. Michael Myers fell down. Like I said, it was very windy the other day. Okay, so here is this catnip. The first catnip that grew. It was a volunteer because I tried to grow it somewhere else and it said, no, I like it here. Okay, grow here. And it's an outrageous, fantastic mess. So it keeps coming out, you know. The bees love it. So all these little, I just let this thing do its thing because this is where it wanted to grow. It volunteered right here. Do it. Do it. This is my dragon fruit. And you can tell I pollinated really good. So there's the two that night that I filmed. Then there's the two more. Now this does have spines, but not like that. It's not going to come out and attack me. It just says leave me alone. It's not mad. Here's my sugar cane. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sugar canes. Here's my other little Ava Mikado. And I have to keep coming over here, and this is a wild mess. This is definitely less manicured. Then here's the purple hyacinth vine from the other side. So, did I get everything? I think I got everything. I tried to do that on these things. Go nice and slow, talk about it. So, I know I do this live at like 5, 6 in the morning. So, come on, mouse. I know nobody's hardly watching, but I'm glad that I'm glad Julio did. I'm glad he found me. But questions, comments, concerns, leave me a comment. And know what you're talking about. And, oh, there's this one. And my ginger. Oh, yeah, we definitely. I'll show you that soon. That purple hyacinth vine. And then there's my ginger and or turmeric. We'll figure that out when it blooms. And Mouse has been chasing lizards. You can tell by how hot she is. And this is how you know you've let your hose run too long. But in my defense, I am not as medicated as I should be. And I was thoroughly distracted talking about my plants. Because that little song I put with all my stuff, yeah. Sometimes I water them. I love it. You guys have a great day. Make good choices. Stay safe. And like I said, if you have questions, comments, concerns, leave me a comment like Julio did. Bye.